Pride Plant Girl here. I wanted to let you in on a little experiment I've been playing with here and have a look at it and see how it's going. So what I have here is two of my large pots. If you've seen some of my other videos, you'll see I had potatoes and tomatoes planted in these pots. They're new to me this year. And I decided to try a little experiment and cover them over with some plastic and just see if I could get anything to grow out here. We're well into autumn now for our area. I garden in a zone 3, kind of the cold end of zone 3 here. Not a lot is growing anymore. Trees are dropping their leaves if they haven't already. We've had a couple snows already, and it's getting well below freezing. We've even hit the double-digit negative mark a few times at night in the last week or so here. So I, the end of August, planted carrots in that container there, and cauliflower actually in that container there. Planted them from seed, just used the leftover soil that was in there from the potatoes. I don't remember amending it or anything. I haven't really been keeping notes. It's just kind of a interest sake, not a real scientific thing here. So then I've just had them growing until it got to the point where we're getting really cold and freezing at night, and then I've covered them over with just some builder's plastic. The container with the carrots in it just has a single layer, and the container with the cauliflower in it has a double layer on it. Now I just have one cordless or whatever thermometer, so it's in under the single layer, and I've been just watching the temperatures. I'll show you how they're constructed in a minute, but what I wanted to show you is the temperature in this one at night when we're getting to freezing. The temperature in this one is getting down about the same at night on the thermometer as we're getting in the air. So it's not getting a lot of protection from the cold that way. The next layer, I'm not sure with the two layers what it's doing. Like I said, I just have the one temperature probe, so I'm curious to see. But right now during the day, it's a very overcast day, and it's 23 degrees in there right now. And it says that this was inside, so it was taking the indoor temperature, but it's only actually about 7 degrees outside right now, and I'm just waiting. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, it says it's falling, and it was at 22 when I came out about 15 minutes ago, so it's falling, but we'll see how far down it gets while I'm doing this video. I'll try and remember to let you see again, but under that one layer of plastic right now, it's saying it's 23 degrees. What I'd like to do, because it's getting, you might have even noticed on there, one of the higher temperatures we've had in the last 24 hours is yesterday it got to over 30 degrees in these, in this plastic here. So I would like to try and regulate the temperature between the super highs and the super lows. And I'm going to experiment a little bit and see if I can do that with my wall of water product that I use to protect my tomatoes when I plant them in the spring. So I'm going to take the plastic off of these. I'll let you have a look at that'll show you kind of how they're put together, and then I'll try and get those wall of water set up and see how that works. So these pots have a really big lip on them, so I just have bungee cords around the bottoms there. So this one's really simple. So you can see it was just one layer, and it just has the stake that the thermometer is on there. That's all that was holding that up. And the carrots are growing. They're not flourishing, and I don't really know if they ever will, but I just, like I said, it's just something fun to do in this cooler weather. So I'm going to try and set a wall of water up in this one, cover it up, and then I'll move on to the other one so I'm not out in this cold too long. This could be interesting. I don't have water on outside anymore, so these could be interesting to fill. Now I know a couple of these had leaks in them this spring, and I never did actually fix them, so hopefully I didn't grab one with leaks in it. I might squish some of the carrots back. I think I'll move this out. Side of there. So one of those sleeves in there has a hole in it, but the rest are all good. So luckily they're all sealed individually. So I'll just not fill the one all the way and close it in there. I'm gonna cover it up and see how that does. So just having it out for those few minutes dropped the temperature there on that thermometer, 5 degrees, 6 degrees, so definitely makes a difference having the plastic on. Hopefully it warms back up. Now we'll do the same thing with this one. First I need to get more water. So let's take this apart now that I have more water. It's the same thing. Just a bungee cord on the bottom. And I have plastic folded over top. These poly tubes here. I tried to hook them together, but I guess that didn't last. So get these out of the way. So then there's just those tree branches that I clipped off that are just bent over and making a little form there. So the cauliflower is looking good. It's actually a nice size. Pretty much lost one there. I spaced them pretty close, but that's because I knew they probably wouldn't survive anyway, so it's just to experiment. So then you're going to have to take these out to get the well water in. So pop those out of my way. Set this so we'll have one cauliflower in the middle and then the 3 on the outside. Hopefully this one doesn't have holes in it. Okay, so I got that one all filled up. So the theory with these well of water is that they'll absorb heat during the day and let it off as the water gets cooled down. It'll let the heat off into the enclosed plastic area to help keep the plants warmer. It's done well. I've been able to grow tomatoes without damage when we've had a few late snowfalls in the spring. I thought it would be interesting. The biggest problem I see that could happen with this is because this is enclosed in the plastic cover that it's going to be too humid. But I thought it was worth trying, so I'm going to cover this back up, get her put back together, and then we'll have a look at the temperatures and see where we're sitting at. So I got the wall of waters, or I forget, there's another brand. There's 2 different brands there. I've got them set up in here. Like I said, humidity I think will be the biggest biggest problem with them, or it may just not be enough to keep the temperatures warm enough anyways, but I just thought I'd play around with it and try it. Got them all closed back up again, and I just thought I'd give you a quick look at where we're sitting with the temperatures right now. The outdoor air temperature is still dropping on this thermometer, but it's showing 13, and you can see the little arrow says it's still dropping, and you can see that the thermometer that's enclosed with the carrots there, it's back up to 21 degrees right now. So the plastic does definitely make a difference, just holding some warmth in, and that water, I think, probably warmed it up quite a bit right now too. But so I'm gonna keep with this as long as I can, and see where it takes me. I don't know if I'll get anything to eat out of it, or it'll just get too cold to be out here messing around with this, lifting the plastic off and on or not. But thought I'd give it a little try and just see what I could do. So. November 8th. Still have some cauliflower still growing there. This one here has succumbed. I'm guessing it got frost. It's on the side where the sun comes up in the morning. And the one in there is the biggest and looking the best. So I'm going to give them some water. Put them back up. Carrots don't look quite as healthy. I need some water too. And you see again on that east side where the sun comes up, I think they look a little more damaged. I'm gonna get them some water, and I'll try and get them wrapped back up. Under this single layer plastic, it said it got to 22 today, and it was melty and about freezing outside today, so it's pretty cozy in there normally. But I'm gonna get some water for these now. November 18th, we're having an unseasonably warm day. It's 5 degrees Celsius out. I think that's close to 40 Fahrenheit. So I thought I'd uncover these little experiments here and have a look. So see the cauliflower. Still have some hanging on there. These wall of water things gotten pretty frozen. You can see there's ice inside. Lost another cauliflower. One inside looks not too bad, but it has what appears to be insect damage, which I find odd. There must be insects in the soil here that have come up to munch on it. I don't see these lasting long enough to do anything, but it's an interesting little experiment to try. They've had a couple months now, and they just, even though it's getting, 20 degrees when it's sunny out inside here, or even warmer, it's just not enough. Just not enough with the cold nights, I think, to carry them through. So, here's a look at the carrots. Again, not really any change in several weeks here. This one's big chunks of water, ice in there too, so. Taking the plastic and put it away, and I'm sure within a week these will all be gone to the cold, but thought it was worth trying and seeing what would happen. So that's it for my little cold weather growing experiment here. I've called it. I think we're past the point of getting anything grow and thrive here. So I've put away the plastic. I'm going to leave these little cozy coats up for now, but mostly just because they're full of ice and I don't feel like dealing with that, but we'll clean them up. Maybe if we get another couple warm days like this, I'll be able to dump them out and put them away. But it's time to get that outdoor thermometer inside. Those batteries can't handle much more of this cold weather, I don't think, so once we start getting those cold like we should be having. But I'm gonna enjoy this sunny, warm for this time of year kind of day, and I hope you're getting some nice weather too. We'll see you next time. Bye.